Hey guys, it's Simone here. I'm just gonna wait a second to see if anyone else is gonna get on for the team training. I know that it is a holiday-ish of sorts, so some of you guys might have some other stuff going on. So if you are joining us or checking this out later, thanks for checking it out. Um, so today I really wanted to kind of talk about um, back to basics and kind of talk about how uh, what it means to be like a Posh consultant and what we do, what we strive for. And we talk about this a lot where we're more like social sellers and that we don't sell. That is not our main focus. We're not out there to sell as much as we can and hit huge sales numbers. Like that's really not our first goal. That is a great side effect and a great kind of something that we might get on the side, which is awesome. But the real thing that we want to do is really kind of get back to basics and remember why we're here. Remember Posh basically, and remember why we Posh. And that's kind of why we've been kind of focusing on the why Posh, and kind of hopefully you guys have been thinking about why you're at Posh, why you were drawn to Posh, and what you want Posh to do for you, right? So if you guys haven't seen this yet. And yeah, we share. We're definitely not social sellers. But yeah, so if you guys haven't seen this yet, this is our kind of our guideline that we want to go by. So we have a circle, circle, heart, and a square. So that's kind of our symbols that you can kind of remember there. The first one that we want to focus on is our why, right? It's about being pampered. So why are we here? These are our core beliefs. These are like, this is why the business exists. And you want to focus on your why and then go out from there. So if you guys, I'm trying to get my notes to turn. Okay, so if you guys focus on your why first and then radiate outward from that. So you have your why and then you're going to move toward your what afterwards. So first your why is going to be what it's all about, right? Why are you here? Why Posh? And then focus on like Posh. Why does the company exist? What is it about? It's about being pampered, right? So it's about taking care of yourself. It's about taking some time for yourself. It's something that you can do for yourself, right? It's me time. It's self-care. It's earning a little bit of extra, maybe, like it's the products. It's being able to, and everybody's why is a little bit different, right? But for a lot of us, the biggest thing about Posh, and I think most people can share this part in their why Posh, is that that you deserve it, right? It's about being pampered and that you deserve it. So that's kind of the biggest thing that you need to focus on. If you guys don't know what your why Posh is, definitely do some soul searching and kind of figure that out, because it does take a why. Your why Posh isn't something that's very, it's not necessary. It can be shallow, obviously. It can be just like, I just want to have fun. I want to make some friends. I want to have fun, and that's okay. But if there's something more to it and you're not quite sure what, or what it is that you're being drawn, like why you were drawn to Posh, then I really think that you should think about it and like sit down, maybe brainstorm, write a few things out that you find that you love about Posh, right? So definitely get your why Posh down. If you can include your why Posh in everything that you put out, it's going to be really great for you, because people are going to see that Posh is more than just a business, right? It's more than just you trying to make a few extra bucks. It's more than that, because it's something that you believe in, something that's personal to you, and it shows how passionate you are about the company. So your why is incredibly important, something that you really should take the time to focus on. Once you kind of have that why, get it out in written form. We have seen some really great ways to write it out. It doesn't have to be super fancy. You can use graphics and stuff to make it fancy. But really the biggest thing is you need to put your heart into it, and personalize it. Tell people a little bit about yourself. And there's a file in the team page on how can create your why. But definitely get it in a PDF, whatever, something that you can print out so you can include it in orders, you can post it, and you can share with people. And if you can get it in a video, if you guys are doing YouTube, which I highly recommend, get it in video form. Tell your VIP group often share with them your why. Share with them why this is important to you. Put that, this is something that hopefully it should already be reflected in your business. People should know that what your why is, why it's important to you, right? Like if travel is really important to you and a big part of your why, people should see that. People should see that you have, your everlasting wanderlust, and you're always trying to find something new or trying to go on some new adventure, right? Like that's what your social media accounts or your VIP group is going to kind of reflect. People are going to see that because it's going to be a part of you, right? Because it's not necessarily about selling or anything like that. It's sharing what you love, obviously, but you're going to talk, it's going to be focusing on what your why is too. Okay? And then, so that's your why. And then you're going to talk, and then we're going to move on to your how. So the heart here. It's having an experience. It's a ritual. You'll love it. Now, a ritual is something that is kind of, obviously, look up what the term for ritual is. It's an established procedure for a religion or other life or something. I don't know. I can't even read my own notes. But basically, it's your habits, right? It's something that you do regularly. Like that's why we have the ritual face mask. It's something that every new consultant gets to try out, and it's something that we all do together, basically. Something that we all can share with one another. But your how is going to be how you're going to, basically, you're going to share your experiences, ask what do you love, and get product on people and talk about how it feels. And yeah, it's great, but how does it make you feel? Like, yeah, it smells awesome, but does it make you, it brings you back to your, I don't know, how does it make you feel, right? Maybe spending just a tiny bit of extra time using like a scrub in the shower just makes you feel so good about yourself that you've actually taken care of yourself. And that just makes you feel like you can do more, right? Yeah, and Jamie, people buy you, not just Posh. And so this is something that I want everybody to kind of go back to basics and really focus on this. You got to focus on your why, you got to focus on your how. So it's like how you're sharing with people. That's the way that I interpret it. You can interpret it different ways. But you're going to share your experiences, right? You're going to talk to people about, like I always tell people all the time, I have the same stories, but every time I tell people about the gender bender and how I wasn't a soap person, I was a horribly bad consultant and didn't even try the chunk bars for a while after I became a consultant because I had soap at home and I didn't need it yet, and I just didn't understand why I was paid $9 for your soap bar. And everyone thought I was crazy because they were like, really? You should try it. That's like some of the best products we have. And I was like, really? And I tried it, fell in love, and now the chunk soap bars are my complete, like, I can talk about them all day long. But I tell people that all the time. I tell people, like, I know, I understand. I didn't think I was a soap person. I did not, and it's my own personal experience, my own personal testimonial or whatever on a certain product that is near and dear to my heart. But being able to share your personal experiences and how important they are to you or why they stand out to you is so important in this business because we run businesses, but we're not like salespeople. So you need to kind of, as much as you want to make that extra commission for whatever it is that you're hoping for, you need to focus on the fact that you just really want to share with people and talk about why you're here, how it makes you feel, right? And then hopefully that they can see you, and you happen to sell Posh. Right? They like you. They like your personality. They can relate, hopefully, and you happen to have Posh. So that's great, right? Now your what. We're going to move on to the square part. So the what is, it's a routine. Make it happen. It's easy, right? So make it simple to get and use. Help build something that's perfect for them, which is the how, why, and what. And really, this is kind of a team. This helps with new team members. This helps with anybody, really. If you're a consultant, if you're a customer, that kind of thing. Because everybody's different in how they want Posh to fit into their lives, whether they want to stay as a customer or whether they want to join as a consultant. Sorry, I don't know why. Hope I'm back. So whether you join as a consultant, whether you have just somebody who's just going to be a customer that, you know, orders regularly or whatnot, you want to make it simple for them, right? You want to have that offer that you want as a consultant to have a great routine for yourself and get into these habits of sharing your why, sharing your how, and helping your customers get what they want, right? Get what they need. And if you're a new team member or if you are recruiting, then you want to share this with them always so that they can do it themselves. So they can figure out what their routine is, their why, their how, and their what, so that they can figure out how to do it as well. So obviously, if you guys see the resemblance of this, the why, how, what. So we've got the circle, the heart, and the square. So remember that when you guys are coming up with your plans on attacking social media or building your business, because it really is all about going back to basics, and that's really going to be how that's how the starter kits are presented. So if you guys have not seen, or if you're not super familiar yet, that's why we have these starter kit bags. That's why the starter kits come in these 3 bags, because it's super easy for it's super easy for a new consultant to understand the 3 steps that they need to build their businesses and to succeed. Even if they aren't necessarily here to build a business, they've got everything they need, right? So the step 1, which is your pampering for me, right? So this is your why kind of deal. Why you're here, why you're doing this for yourself. And then you have the samples to share, which is your how. Share the experience, share your love, share with everybody your favorite hand cream because it smells like Hawaii. I don't know, something like that. And you love Hawaii because of, I don't know, some reason, some personal reason, right? And then your what, which is the routine, right? The products for your business. So even if you are not a new consultant and you have not gotten this in your starter kit or anything like that, I want you guys to remember 3 steps and really go along with all of this training that we have now that's focused on the 3 steps for the starter kit, the why, the how, and the what. Because I really think that this is going to be something that is really going to help you guys with your businesses. A lot of times I feel like people get stuck on wanting to sell and sell and sell and to promote and you're too focused on the business aspect of things that you forget the rest of it, right? You forget to share your why or even to remember your why. Sometimes you need to be reminded, which is really nice. Which is why I think it's really nice to go back to your why regularly and tweak it if you need to, because your why is going to change throughout your journey, right? And if you're so focused on the selling part and the hitting certain numbers and all that stuff, you're going to forget about why you're doing this for yourself, how it makes you feel, and how you want to share it with other people, right? Because we are not here to of skin sticks, and that's not kind of how incentives or anything like that, because it is really more important, I think, and I don't know if more important to build a routine and to get into these habits that you might not think is going to immediately pay off. For some people, they go the building and the selling and don't build a firm foundation. And it's very hard to continue when you have your ups and downs in your business, because everybody does. Your business has seasons. It's like a roller coaster. You're gonna have on and off and peak season and off season and all that fun stuff. And when you're in the off season, if you don't have a routine down, if you do not have any rituals or anything like that, if you forget why you are here, then you're going to very easily fall off that track, right? So it's very important to build these habits and to be consistent and to remember why you're here, why Posh means anything to you, why it's important, and then keep that in mind when you are sharing with people the how, right, the experiences, and then that is, in doing so, you're going to be working on your what and your routines. Something that I love seeing in people is their hard work and their consistency, and it may be disappointing at times if you've been doing a lot and you've been pushing and pushing and you're not seeing a lot come back. And I understand that, and I've been there, trust me. But it's going to take some time. And if the people that you've already reached out to are not being very responsive about things, and they're not, they're not ready to trust the product yet, then you need to go out and meet new people. But don't give up, obviously. Don't just, try to follow up once and then never talk to these people ever again. These are still on your list. These people are still on your list. You're just going to move on to new people and continue working and continuing building these relationships and working down your list of your dream team list and your pipeline. Making sure there are things in your pipeline. It's very important to continue planning ahead and making sure that there are lots of things for you to be doing in the future. Because sometimes, like I said, when you have your off season, it's going to be difficult when you're just like, well, what do I do now? There's lots of things that you can be doing to continue growing your business, to work into your cold market. And really, consistency and persistence are probably way more important than some of you might realize. So again, we're going to go back to basics. We're going to talk about our 3 steps, our why, our how, and our what. If you guys have not seen this yet, I don't know if this is in the portal. I'll have to see. But this is basically what we were training on. This is what what Posh has been focusing on, is the 3 steps, which is why the starter kit is now in 3 easy steps for consultants. This is obviously 3 steps as well. And you really just got to remember to build out. You got to remember your why. You got to visit it often, and then move out from there to the how and the what. Let me look over my notes. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But I'm just looking over my notes to see if I covered everything. Okay, so this is one of my so Anne was the one that presented this training at PremierCon in New Orleans, and this is the thing that I highlighted that I thought was it really stood out to me, and I really think that it's something that you guys got to keep in mind, is that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Okay? And I think that is the best example of how you want your customers to feel and how you want to run your business, is that they want to buy like why you do it, not necessarily what you do, if that makes sense. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So if something is important to you, or if Posh is important to you for some reason, share with people, because that might resonate with so many other people. I'm just gonna, obviously with a lot of us, we are stay-at-home moms, or we're stay-at-home moms or whatever, and you don't have a lot of time on your hands to focus on yourself, and you don't, well, at least for me, you don't remember to focus on yourself. And even as women, whether you are a stay-at-home mom or not, it's hard. You have so many other things going on that it's very easy to put yourself last, right? And with Posh, one of the things that is really important to me is the fact that you can spend 5 minutes to really just kind of pamper yourself. And even if it's just to put on a hand cream, it means a lot to be able to just sit there for a second and to really just do something that's going to make you feel good, right? And so that's how I like to share it with my customers, and that's one of the things that I like to focus on because it is kind of, that's part of my why Posh. And you want people to see that. You want to see people to see why you do it, and that they want to support that. They want to support you, and they want to support why you do something. And not necessarily, like, yeah, obviously the product is great, so thankfully we have great product, and this is stuff that people are going to fall in love with. But why do you want, hopefully, them to remember that the reason why is because they deserve to get pampered too, right? Let me double check if we have any comments or anything like that. Hopefully this all makes sense. Trying to just make sure that I've got everything down. But yeah, so if you guys have questions, let me know. I am... All right, so I just want to make sure that we're all focusing on basics and just really kind of going back to our whys. If you guys do come up with your why and you guys feel comfortable enough sharing in the team page, I'd love to see it and love to read it, watch it, whatever form that you guys put it in. If you guys want to just share with me more privately, you can always put it in a message directly to me. But obviously, if this is something that I want you guys to feel comfortable enough sharing with people, because it is important. It is important to understand why it's important to you, right? All right, I'm gonna stop babbling. Questions? Everyone good? All right. Why, how, what, okay? Focus on those 3 steps and continue working, and you guys are going to be golden. If you guys have any questions, or if there's anything that I can help you guys with, let me know, and always feel free to go to the team page if you guys need anything at all, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night.